Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. And we're out of the blocks, start of a new week. Glad you could tune in. I'm glad to be here with you. All kinds of crazy goings on this weekend, right? Brexit. Maybe they'll come to regrets it. Huh? I don't know. These politicians. Now some of these politicians that were pushing for it are backpedaling. Maybe we can't make the delivery. What's the matter? You said you were a pizza man. You're supposed to deliver. All those people voted. See? I'm just saying. Pay attention. Who's the messenger? I always worry about that around here. You know? Oh, well. Yeah. It affects people's health. It affects their lives. What's the matter with these people? Come on, man. Do the right thing. Tell the truth. As you know it, anyway. Anyway, we don't do political talk around here. We'll leave that to the other people.
The other 10 million radio shows.
Whatever. That's really hot stuff these days, political talk shows. I only bring it up because so many people's lives are affected by all of this. Can you imagine the stress? Oh. Brexit. Come to regrets it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. I was listening to the news this morning, and I'm watching, and they showed a couple of interviews with these politicians that were for it and encouraging the population to break away from the European Union. And now they're saying, well, maybe we can't. Really? Now you say that. Okay, whatever. Not right. That's just not right.
It's like the anarchist that wants anarchy, but when they actually get it, maybe it wasn't so bad before we had anarchy.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? The only thing you can't control what these people are doing, these meaning politicians and others. Only thing you can manage is yourself and your health and your life. And so you focus on that. Control's an illusion anyway. That's for sure. That's a big concept in Asian philosophy and giving up control. Control what? What? Control what? That's a part of the way I think about health, too. How do you manage things. You influence people, events, and processes. You don't control them. That's pretty presumptuous. I don't know. I'm just saying. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. We don't want to come to regrets anything around here. We try to be sensible at least a little bit. And Tracy Kreider Dr. Kreider will be my guest in the second hour. This first portion of the show is going to focus on parents and their impact on health of children. It's presumed that parents have a big influence on the health, wellness, and well-being of their children. You don't need to have a PhD in anything to know that. It is true. But sometimes the way our parents influence our health, our wellness, and our well-being is beyond what we typically think about. It's a study that was trending this morning that focused on dads. I focus a lot on moms and mothers and their role in the health of the family and the children and the husband and whatnot. Well, today dad's going to get featured a little bit, the fathers. And they said in the press release for the study that parents, especially the dads, can play a vital role in developing healthy behaviors in young adults and helping to prevent, are you ready? Obesity in their children. Now, how would that be? In the study, when it came to predicting whether a young male will become overweight or obese, the mother-son relationship, although mightily important, fared less important than the relationship between the father and the son. Wow. Surprised, huh? They said that high family functioning and quality family relationships were correlated, and I guess in a statistically significant way, with lower odds of eating disorders, more frequent physical activity, and more sleep. So this falls within the realm of wellness and well-being, a wellness particularly. When the family is high functioning, meaning that it's pretty balanced and things move along okay, bumps in the road here and there maybe, but on the whole, the family unit is functioning pretty well, and there are quality family relationships, those two variables were correlated with lower odds of eating disorders, more frequent physical activity, and more sleep. Females in these families that they studied also reported eating less fast food and were less likely to be overweight or obese. With respect to males, father relationship quality had a greater impact on their odds of being overweight or obese. This is interesting stuff. It's not everybody in the family unit is important. It's a system. One part of the system affects every other part of the system. Change in one part of the system influences every other part of the system. Good and bad. Good news, bad news, good health, bad health, whatever. What these researchers discovered was that young adults who grew up in stable families where there was quality parental relationships, those young adults were more likely to have a healthy diet, they were more active, and they had better sleep behaviors, and were less likely to be obese. So you just thought it was about eating, did you now? See? That's what I keep saying. This obesity business is so more complicated than we think. It's not just calories and chemistry. That's why when it's so out of hand as it is now, it's so difficult to rein in and to moderate it and put the brakes on the darn thing. This epidemic is like a freight train moving through the 21st century, mowing the lives of young children down, for example, and that they're so sick already with adult diseases, which is, in my mind, just shameful that we let this happen. Nevertheless, surprisingly in the study, the researchers found that when it came to predicting whether a young male will be overweight or obese, the mother-son relationship mattered far less, they said, far less than the relationship between the father and the son. So dad is important too, as it turns out. Professor Jess Haynes said, quote, Much of the research examining the influence of parents has typically examined only the mother's influence. This is true. I've reported on more than a few studies. Or has combined information across parents. Dr. Haynes said, our results underscore the importance of examining the influence fathers have on their children and to develop strategies to help fathers support the development of healthy behaviors among their children, close quote. We're even showing a photo of Dr. Jess James. This is an interesting study. Come back, I'll tell you more about this, and I have some other family-related studies and how they relate to our health. It's just amazing.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response. An ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
My producer's crazy. You know that? What are you saying to me? No, don't repeat that. Well, let's talk nutrition. You're going to need to explain that to me.
At a later date and time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. It's great to be with you. This is an adult show, family show, so we don't do X-rated stuff around here. I'm glad you could tune in. So reporting on this very interesting piece of research that's showing how, we think of health. Well, we think of health generally. It's a lot of biology, a lot of chemistry, a lot of physiology, and all that. I get that. I report on that all day long around here, for sure. But your relationships, your family, your spiritual life, and other things as well that constitute your lifestyle, that move beyond nutrition and everything, have an impact on your health. This study is classic in that it really illustrates, it's illustrative of how the family influences the health of children ultimately throughout their life, and it all begins when they're children. In this study, both among the males and the females, 80% of them in the study said they had high family function, and defined by how well the family managed daily routines and how family members fulfilled their roles and connected emotionally. In all, 6 out of 10 females and half of the males in the study reported high-quality relationships with their parents. Thank God. Some good news for a change. High family functioning, then, and quality family relationships, as I said earlier, were associated with lower odds of eating disorders when these children grew up. They were more physically active, and they had better sleep quality. And the females in the families also reported eating less fast food and were less likely to be overweight or obese when they came from these more well-adjusted, emotionally connected families. So, I'm just saying, in this day and age, I know we live in a very sophisticated society and culture and a lot of things going on, the high technology, this and that, whatnot, but at its most fundamental level, it seems that, as it always has been and it probably always will be, the family unit, the quality of the emotional and relational health of that family unit bears greatly upon what will happen, the destiny of the health of the children. Yeah. Got to like that, though, right? You have to like it. Now, here's now, given what I just said, and I'm not making this study up, you can't make this up. And you're probably not going to, you're going to find this a little disconcerting. I did. This comes out of Baylor University. Parents in our country, they found that, generally speaking, are you ready? Are not as happy as those who are not parents. Uh-oh. Not only that, the United States has the largest, they said, quote, happiness gap, close quote, among parents compared to non-parents in 22 industrialized countries, according to this brand new report. Oh, my. This is dreadful. Jeez. What do you even say to this? Question is why, they asked. Why is it that in our country, being a parent, when you're a parent, parents are not as happy as people who are not parents, and we don't, when compared to other countries, we're in 22 other countries, we're not doing well with the happiness factor. Why is it? Well, Dr. Matthew Anderson, assistant professor of sociology at Baylor University and a former researcher at Yale University Center for Research on Inequalities and the Life Course, said, the relative lack of workplace packages of policies such as paid sick time, paid vacation, flexible work hours, and paid maternal or parental leave are a contributor. In other words, being a parent in our modern age is difficult because of all these other pressures, and and the family is not getting much support from the workplace. Paid sick time, paid vacation, flexible work hours, paid maternal and parental leave, just supporting the family, having these packages or these policies reflected in packages to help the family do better and accommodate some of the stress and strain. It's not that people are unhappy being parents, it's that it's so darn difficult. Come back, I'll tell you more about this. That's why in this election, we should probably be paying attention to what politicians are saying about their point of view about, do they support these kinds of programs in the workplace? And can the government help with that? And if so, how or in what ways? Whereas it bears greatly upon how we do as parents.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
As it turns out, the United States, without any standard pay leave available to mothers or parents, or any standard vacation or sick leave to support raising a dependent child, falls, they said, strikingly behind all other countries that were examined in terms of providing for parents' happiness and overall well-being. That's according to a new report. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Boy, what are we doing? Why is it that we're falling behind? They looked at 22 countries, and we're not, to say there's room for improvement is an understatement. In countries in which such policies are mandated by the government or industry, a smaller gap, they said, exists between parents and non-parents in terms of happiness. In our country, people who are not parents are happier than those who are. Because the pressure is so great. It's not that they're unhappy having children. It's that they're unhappy that they can't get a little bit of support from industry or from the government for paid sick leave, family leave, maternity leave, and this and that, and having these policies. Now, companies will say these things cost money. Who's going to pay for it? Well, the government gets involved in this too. It all gets paid for. We all pay for it. And some people say, well, I'm not a parent. Why should I have to pay for that? Because it's our society. It's our culture. You don't drive a car, but we need roads. You don't have flying airplane, but you got to get people moving around the world. I'm just saying. So 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Let's see what else I have in my goodie bag about. The printer broke today here. Boy, I'm shocked. Jeez, that printer. This printer is just as demonic and possessed as the other ones were.
Couldn't it be just old?
What do I know? What do I know? All I know, it doesn't work. Yeah. Technology. Printers. I don't know what it is about printers. I guess in all offices, people have horror stories about printers. It creates all kinds of anxiety and angst and stress. Printers, they're because they get used so much, right? They're overworked and they break down.
It's Revenge of the Trees.
Revenge of the Trees, that's right. How dare you cut me down? I'll show you. Okay. Now, there's something that we know. We know a few things as a society and in science. We know a few things. One of the things that we know is that it seems that obesity seems to run in families, and so does breast cancer. Now, why would that be? Starts with the letter G. Genetics. This is a study that sort of gets at this. Comes out of Georgetown University Medical Center. It was an experiment. It was with mice. Now, again, before you dismiss it and say, well, we're humans, this is how research goes. They do these experiments, and then eventually it gets into a human clinical trial. They do it with animals, and then it gets into a human clinical trial, and then you see. So you can sometime, and if these experiments with these different species of animals were didn't work and they didn't help and they didn't give us some insight, they would have stopped doing it a long time ago. Be a waste of time and money. Turns out, though, in this study, here again being the dad, obese male mice and normal weight female mice. The dad's obese, the mom is normal weight. The offspring that they produced, their female pups, that are overweight at birth through childhood, they produced those kinds of pups. And those pups had delayed development of their breast tissue as well as increased rates of breast cancer. So the dad was obese, the male mouse was obese, the female not. And they ended up producing pups that were overweight at birth and all the way through childhood, and the pups had delayed development of their breast tissue as well as increased rates of breast cancer. Now, these findings come from one of the first, they were reporting one of the first animal studies to look at the impact of maternal obesity on future generations and cancer risk. We do have some observational studies showing the same kind of relationship. The researchers said that they found evidence that obesity changes what they call the microRNA signature. What these are these epigenetic regulators of gene expression. In other words, the whole science of epigenetics, where it's not the sequencing of the genes, it's the expression of the genes. They found that these epigenetic signatures or regulators in both the dad's sperm and the daughter's breast tissue. And that these expressors, these regulators in the dad's sperm and the daughter's breast tissue, may carry suggesting that these microRNA molecules may carry the epigenetic information from obese dads to the daughters. So genetics is always operating, even though we talk a lot about diet and lifestyle, which falls into the category of environmental. The study was published in a journal called Scientific Reports by Georgetown Lombardi Comprehensive Cancer Center researchers. It's an important little study. Again, the whole notion of control. You don't control that. That's a function of what your mom and dad and who they are and what genes they have and what genes get passed on and how those genes, epigenetically speaking, get expressed. So obesity and cancer do run in families, and they're trying to figure out, and they have some pretty good ideas about this now, why that is the case. Come back. We have one more segment in this portion of the show, and then we'll move into the second hour, and Dr. Kreider will be along, and we'll see what's on her mind.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome to the show. If you just tuned in, thank you for staying with the show if you're carried over. Now, the theme in this first portion of the show has been the influence of parents on the health of children, their health, their wellness, and their well-being. So I have a question for each of my producers. When you were a child, did you get spanked? Josh?
Yes.
You did. Often, sometimes, once in a while?
No, I wouldn't say often.
Once in a while?
When I deserved it.
Once in a while?
Yeah.
What about you, Stephen? Were you spanked?
Yeah. I also had a switch at one point, too.
Oof.
Yeah.
Wooden spoon for me.
Oof, it was horrible because I was one of those kids that had to go pull a switch off the willow tree we had. Yeah. And I got in extra trouble one time because I brought back the smallest one that you could possibly find. But it wasn't often, but it was in instances when it was warranted.
Wasn't fun, was it?
No.
I did too. My dad was a great dad. I'm not criticizing my dad. I'm not blaming my dad for anything. But boy, I'll tell you, I got my share. Eastern European, he was Eastern European, Polish immigrant. That's what he knew. I was probably a handful, no doubt. And it was his belt. He would take off that belt and he'd wave it at me. He'd say, again, this is what parents do. Corporal punishment is some parents still engage in corporal punishment. As I've thought about it, given my own experience and whatnot, reading the literature, I don't think it's a good idea. There was a story that was trending. It was called The Connections Between Spanking and Aggression. And, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, early part of the 20th century, prior to this century, spanking, even during the 20th century, spanking, corporal punishment, was a primary strategy in disciplining children. And I went to Catholic school, and speaking of switches, the nuns would get a switch, and they would, you would get switched on your hands, smacked on your hands with the switch. And I love the nuns too. I don't hold it against them. This is what they knew. This is what they thought they should do. It's okay. God bless them. All right? Well, we've learned a thing or two. And corporal punishment, known as physical discipline, is now in contemporary society, in some places, in some countries, is illegal. In many countries, starting with Sweden back in 1979, they outlawed it. There'll be no corporal punishment administered to children. You go to jail. The United States is not one of those countries. And pediatricians, they were saying in this study, regularly find themselves talking with parents about why hitting children is a bad idea, they said in the article. The American Academy of Pediatrics, it was reported in the piece, repeatedly and officially recommend against physical discipline, saying that evidence shows that it is ineffective, and I'm quoting, and puts children at risk for abuse. And the pediatrician becomes a mandated reporter. If the pediatrician believes that the child is being punished physically to the extent that it's putting the health and welfare of that child at jeopardy, they have to report it, or they're going to get in trouble. Let's go to St. Petersburg, Florida. Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, Doc, you can relate to this one. I had a 5'4", mom, nice Italian woman, and she was a discipline in the family. And every time she would be cooking sauce, and what would happen is she'd be stirring the sauce, and she's upset with me, and she'll hit me with a spoon. I don't know if I had blood or sauce all over me.
Do you know how many wooden spoons my mother broke on me? You have any? When she would go to the 5 and 10 or wherever I go with her, and she'd be buying wooden spoons, I'm thinking, yeah, she's going to cook with that, but I'm also going to get my bottom. I'm going to get whacked with that spoon sooner or later. How many wooden spoons she broke on me? You have. Then she went to the spatula. She graduated. She figured this is too costly. I'll
I
use
used to always say, Mom, can you use a smaller spoon?
and my
kick out of that one.
I know it's and I don't hold it against my mother, and I don't hold it against my dad. But I must tell you, I think my dad at times was a little too much. It was too much. And I was a tough kid. I could handle it. It's no fine. It's okay. But you know what? I don't know, man. As I think about it.
I'll tell you one thing, Doc. We all turned out good, didn't we?
Well, I don't know.
You don't want to go there.
I don't know about good. I mean, I think that it had an impact on me in ways that I didn't understand until later in my life.
Right.
He was tough, man. But he was loving. He loved us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he loved my sister and me. Are you kidding? He did everything.
That's one of the reasons why. Being very disciplined.
And that's all they knew. That's all they knew, Corporal Punny. Yeah. And I was a handful. Trust me. I was a handful, man. So I don't know. And their parents listening to this show that engage in corporal punishment. I would never presume to tell them what to do. All I can say is that in retrospect, if I had to do it over again, even with my own children, I remember spanking my kids from time to time. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
I know, me too. I'm the same way.
I just wouldn't do it. I just don't think it's right. I don't think you need to do it. There are other ways to do it. It's just too much. When you
That's how they were brought up,
you put your hands on somebody, man. That I don't know. That's such a violation. I don't know.
Then you feel bad later on.
Oh, you feel horrible. And it's I wanted to bring it up. I saw the article and I thought of my own childhood. I knew that and sure enough, I said there'll be people listening that are going to relate to this. And believe me, we got it from the nuns too. I mean, they.
Oh, please! I know. I got hit with that belt that they wore on the side, like
No, they use this. They use the switch with us, switches, and the ruler, the yardstick. Oh my God. Oh well. Well, I guess we turned out okay, somewhat, somehow, some way. Joe, thank you so much for calling. I always appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much.
All right, take care, Doc.
Come back in the second hour. There'll be no beatings around here. We'll talk to Tracy Kreider.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today, and hope you're having a good day, good start to your day, good start to your week, and all's well. And we try to help a little bit, talk about things that might make a difference in your health, wellness, and well-being on a day-to-day basis. And in this portion of the show, Tracy Kreider will be here, and she's an educator for Country Life Vitamins and has been for quite a while and does a great job, knows a lot, and pretty experienced, well-trained, knows her stuff. And we're going to chat with her. The first portion of the show today, I was talking about the influence of parents on children and their health, wellness, and well-being. And I gave a special attention to the dads, to the fathers, yeah? We often spend a lot of time around here blaming mom. No, I'm just talking about how moms affect children's health, no doubt. And then I finished that last segment with a story about it was trending, dealing with corporal punishment, and I don't know, the connection between corporal punishment and aggression, and I don't. There's enough research to tell me that it just doesn't seem to be a good idea. Although I received my share of it, and from when my children, maybe once in a blue moon, administered, a spanking or something, but I don't know. In one study, they found that children who were spanked were more likely to show disruptive, aggressive behaviors later on, and then those behaviors in turn made it more likely that those children would be spanked more in the future. I guess Dr. McKenzie said that it mattered for everybody, but it mattered more for these kids in riskier contexts, the families facing more stress. Close quote. Other research has shown that spanking is correlated with poorer cognitive outcomes for kids. Even when they control for maternal intelligence, maternal depression, cognitive stimulation in the home, when they control for that, it's still not good to be spanking kids. This is what the research says. I'm not dictating or telling people out there listening or watching the show that you should or shouldn't. I'm just reporting. You make of it what you will. I'm entitled to my own view, and so are you. And I respect that. So I guess that if all in all, if I were to be, I'm not going to be a parent again. I think I'm pretty much done with that. If I were, I would not. I wouldn't administer corporal punishment. I wouldn't. Just wouldn't. Not as much as I know now. I just, no. Mm-mm. That's just me. Other people entitled to their own opinion. They're children. It's their right. They do what they feel that they need to do. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. As I said, Tracy Kreider is my guest, and she is an educator for Country Life Vitamins. Tracy, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on today.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Fantastic. And you?
All things considered, okay. All things considered, we're doing all right. I don't know if you heard any of the stories I reported on today in that first hour. I know sometimes you listen, but they were all family related. Special emphasis on dads today and their influence on children's health. So I don't know if you caught any of those or not.
You know, I listen every time that I have the opportunity. I had a conference call myself this morning from 9 to 10, so I hopped off and hopped right on with you.
Yeah. So what do you think about corporal punishment?
Well, my husband and I of 20 years do not have any children, and if we did, we would probably not utilize that as part of our ways to punish. But
Discipline.
That's just our own opinion. Yeah. So we would have other modalities for disciplinary actions.
Were you spanked?
Very much so, and a lot.
You were bad, huh?
I actually didn't think I was too bad, but I think that it was. I think it's a generational thing. You know, back then, if we skip a generation and we go past this one to perhaps my grandparents, I would venture to say that in my grandparents' generation, I don't know what the history is. I don't know if you even covered that, but I don't know that that was part of their generation.
Your grandparents? Your grandparents?
Of my grandparents.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Your grandparents and your parents, and further back even, that corporal punishment almost universally was practiced in different cultures. Almost, not quite. Some cultures no. But European, my parents were European immigrants. They brought that with them. That's where they learned it.
So, not something that I would, not because of any particular. I just think that there are very adequate ways in which to discipline that don't involve spanking. And, I think that right now we live in a culture that violence is perceived to be, that someone would perceive that to be violent.
Mm-hmm.
I would not. If someone was in the parking lot spanking their kid, I wouldn't go, haywire or nuts. As you said, everyone has their own right to spank or paddle, and I just think that, if someone was going crazy and it was an inadequate beating or something, I would probably step in.
Well, when I was in junior high, in high school, they administered corporal punishment. And I remember there was an episode where I and 3 other fellas got into some trouble. We were acting out at school, all right, in the classroom. And the professor was a former football player, or the teacher. I remember his name. I won't mention it on the air. Nice man, about 6'4", 6'5", 225 maybe or more in weight, big man. And they and they had to have a witness. And I'm not, this is exactly how it was done. They would take you out in the hall, and in the halls are the lockers, and you leaned up against the locker, and he had a board, a paddle. It had holes in it so that the air resistance wouldn't be as great, and that paddle could pick up speed, right? And we got 4 or 5 whacks with that.
Mm.
That is beyond the pale. Beyond the pale. I had black and blue marks. The severity of that punishment, I can't even begin to tell you. I wouldn't cry. A couple of the other guys, they were bigger than I was. Probably the smallest one of the lot. And I said, I'll be damned if I'm going to cry. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. But it was brutal. That's criminal. That is criminal.
Yeah, and that's unacceptable, horrible, so yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, these were I was hanging out. I was hanging out with the football players, and I got in trouble. See, And he laid into us. I mean, I think it was 4 or 5 whacks with that paddle. And he had a principal or somebody witnessed. That was nice. They witnessed the brutality of that punishment. That was uncalled for. And if he would do that today, I'd punch him out. I wouldn't let him do it. I wouldn't let him. Knowing what I just wouldn't. And if he did it to my kid, he'd have his hands full with me. Nobody would ever touch. No, not that. That's like being beaten in an alley as far as I'm concerned. What my parents did that was nothing. My poor mom with a wooden spoon. Are you kidding me? Come on. And this palooka wailing into me with a paddle, a huge paddle. No. Come back, we'll bring it up and we'll be more optimistic.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A. Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A. Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A. Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to the show. Tracy Kreider is my guest. Tracy, welcome back.
Thank you.
So, beyond the beatings,
I must say that was a very interesting opening.
yeah, I was telling one of the producers down the hall that story, and he said, "Oh yeah, it happened to me too." They can't do that now, and rightfully so. Some of these kids, I know that people say they deserve it, but deal with them in another way. You don't beat them like that with a board. No, I'm sorry. That's just me. But you didn't come here to talk about that. But it's part of health and our society and wellness, right? It is part of it's part of the conversation. Not a pleasant one, but part of it. You want to talk about protein? Tracy.
Yeah, we have in particularly, we have several proteins at Country Life because we are also involved with biochem, sports, and Iron Tech. And Iron Tech has been around for many years and was just rebranded. We just launched it a few months back, and so it has a completely new look. And there's an updated message around, all the products that are in the Iron Tech line, to kind of go along with not only how it was repackaged visually, but put together to make it a little bit easier for those individuals who wonder, what the heck are all these products for?
Yeah.
So,
and I want to talk about those for sure. But what I would like, if I could, ask you to do. Do you think in our culture, our food culture in the United States, people are getting enough protein? Do you think they're getting too much protein, or do you think it's Goldilocks and it's just right?
I think they're getting too much protein.
Who?
Who do I think?
Yeah, do you think generally across the population?
Yeah.
Do you think there are certain demographic sectors of the population that are getting too much protein? Or do you think generally?
I think generally speaking, right now, because of how our diet has changed and we're very meat-focused, that everything's got to have meat at every meal, and people are drinking shakes kind of like they are Starbucks. It's very trendy. That, they've got to have their protein shake. And I ask, are you working out? And they're like, no. And I find out, that they have a lot. So I think on average, we probably have a little bit more protein than I believe that we should have.
Do you think that there are there any consequences to consuming too much protein?
Absolutely. And actually, I've been talking about this every time I do a protein training. I talk about the issues of consuming too much protein and the popularity that everybody has been taking in. As I was talking about, we just always focus on protein, and there is definitely some detrimental effects, just like there is with anything. That the consumption of too much protein still ends up being stored as fat. And I was just speaking about this last week about how, the storage of protein and something called gluconeogenesis, which is how this excess protein could be converted and stored as fat, just like fat and carbohydrates are. But we tend to think that protein sort of not in that category, that, you can have as much protein as you want and it doesn't really matter. And there's many other things, becoming very acidic. I mean, there's many avenues we could go down that have shown not to be productive in terms of excess protein. So in our discussion of protein, it is absolutely just detrimental that we speak to the fact of, if you are taking a protein supplement, it's because you're skipping a meal. It's because you're working out. It's because, wherever that case may be. But, too much of anything isn't good. So you're leading up to something, Dr. Garko.
No, well, you know me too well.
I know you.
You know me too well.
You have those studies that you're going to say, so as a matter of fact.
No. what I was going to say was that, in recent years, there's been a lot of focus, attention given to these high-protein diets. And they've been used as a technique or a strategy, or maybe a tactic, depending on how you construe it, in losing weight and managing weight. And because the protein is taking up the nutritional space of carbohydrate and fat, right? And being used as the macronutrient to manage weight and to lose weight. What do you think about that?
Well, I completely agree with you. I think there's a huge emphasis, and people commonly think that protein, I don't know what the thought process is. It just doesn't count. You can just continue to take however much protein, and it's just good for you. It's not going to be, found on your hips and your buns and your thighs. So you can create all these different meal replacements or things that have an absorbent amount of protein in them, but it comes at a cost.
So I was looking at some statistics about protein consumption worldwide. Around the world generally, in this one study, they showed that it's about 77 grams per person per day, average. In developed countries, it's about 103 grams of protein per person per day. In the developing world, it's 70 grams per person per day. And in the sub-Saharan Africa, in the African continent, it's 55 grams per person per day. It's kind of interesting. That doesn't reveal to me any necessary... I don't know. I'm not surprised by those statistics per capita around the world, developing countries, developed countries, sub-Saharan Africa. I'm going to see if I can get my mitts on some numbers for the U.S. I'm almost intending to agree with you that I think we may have become too protein dominant in our diet, and maybe for the wrong reasons, and we should be mindful of this. But on the other hand, we need protein, and we can talk about that as well.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Proteins. Okay, so turns out that proteins, if you want to know, are polymers, all right? And they're made up of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks. There are 20 amino acids. And proteins are critical for human health. And it's, biology, it's chemistry, it's all kinds of things here. But enzymes are proteins, and they serve as catalysts. We need enzymes. Immunoglobulins, or antibodies, they're specific protein molecules produced in the immune system in response to foreign antigens. We need those as well. You got transport proteins in your body. They carry materials and substances from one place to another in your body. Those include soluble proteins such as hemoglobin and myoglobin, which transports oxygen in the body. You got regulatory proteins, control cell function, and include hormones such as insulin and glucagon. You got structural proteins. They provide mechanical support and outer covering to animals. You got movement proteins for all forms of movement. Your muscles contract and expand through the interaction of actin and myosin proteins, all right? And then you got nutrient proteins are the sources of amino acids for embryos and infants. So proteins are fundamental to human health. My guest is Tracy Kreider, educator for Country Life Vitamins. So, welcome back, Tracy. I found a study. It's only one. You and I may be wrong about this. Now, keep in mind, estimated average requirement, EAR, which is set on grams per kilogram. All right? How many grams of protein per kilogram of body weight? That's called an EAR, an estimated average requirement. So keep that in mind. And let me scroll down here to the conclusion of this study. And I'm going to quote them, and then you and I will discuss. They say, although most age sex groups appear to consume more protein than the respective EAR, estimated average requirement, a significant percentage of adolescent females and older women appear to have inadequate protein intake. These results were similar to those of another researcher who observed that most men with the EAR, whereas some female age groups consumed inadequate proteins. Most men met the EAR, where some females didn't. This is a trend for decreased protein intake as Americans age, although percentage of calories from protein increases slightly in older Americans. Given the rising concern about sarcopenia, protein intake in older Americans deserves increased attention, close quote. So in some cases, there may be adequate protein, and in other cases, they point out here, females and older women, they have inadequate protein intake. So it's sort of a mix of things, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure myself. I tended to agree with you that I think generally we were consuming too much of it. That may be the case. This is just one study. I haven't really done a thorough review of the literature on that, but I think athletes, bodybuilders, I think sometimes consume way too much protein, way too much protein. And, we've gotten bigger as a species because of protein intake. That's an argument that's often made. That protein has contributed to the average size of a person becoming bigger. I'm sure you've heard that along the way.
I have, and it's really interesting when we think about how much protein we're supposed to have a day. According to, and this is just the position of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, they recommend 0.8 grams for every 2 pounds of body weight.
That's a kilogram.
So when we think about, where we are average, I always tell people average that out to about 50 grams a day. that we all should get about 50 grams a day. Of course, they increase that and say, 0.8 grams for every pound of body weight. So they want you to increase it if you're exercising. And so when we think about what are you typically eating for breakfast now, there's all these on-the-go, and this was, just the article and the things that I was finding. There's all these ready-made breakfasts. When you and I grew up, in order for us to have bacon and eggs and sausage, Mom had to get out the pan and crack the eggs and, all that stuff. Now you've got ready-made eggs. You have, patties out the wazoo. You've got pre-made sandwiches, grab and go anywhere. We all know fast food is on the rise. So there's the accessibility was kind of how this was proposed, that protein is everywhere and in everything and at every meal. And that was kind of what perpetuated the conversation, that we are just intaking so much protein, thinking, oh, this is okay, this is better, but then does it have the same effect that fat or carbohydrate does on the body?
Mm-hmm. The CDC reports that the average protein intake for men, that's percent of kilocalories, is 16%. 16% of their kilocalories comes from protein. The mean protein intake for women, percent of kilocalories, is 15.5%. That's, I guess that's okay. I don't know. Nevertheless, access to protein, you're right. Never has there been a time in our nutritional history where we've had this much access to this much protein, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
So one would probably logically conclude, and I'll bet you we can find it. I'm tending still to agree with you. I think as a culture, I think we consume too much of it. I'll have to look and see, but you have some. That being said, let's try and sell some protein.
Yeah.
Country Life Vitamins owns Iron Tech, and they own another company too, don't they?
Iron Tech and Biochem.
Those are two good sports nutrition companies. I use quite a few of their products, Iron Tech and Biochem. The Biochem protein product is fabulous, by the way. I don't need to tell you.
It isn't. We're number one in whey protein and have been for a number of years based on taste. So we have people coming back again and again for all of the Biochem proteins. And in that line, we just launched a new flavor last month, matcha tea. So that's been, matcha's hot. It's everywhere. It's popular. And so to have a matcha whey, where you're actually, matcha tea is a little bit different now. Instead of brewing those leaves and steeping them, you're actually consuming the finely ground tea leaves. That's what's so special about matcha tea.
How much you got?
1,000 milligrams of matcha. Yeah.
That was a corny joke. We come back. If you could just briefly say what matcha is and how much you need of matcha. How much you got? I don't know. We'll see. Matcha tea protein now. Okay. I've never had it. Wow, there's something I haven't tried. Okay, we'll talk about that. Iron Tech, Biochem. Those products they're in subdivisions of Country Life Vitamins. They're found in fine health stores throughout the United States. We'll talk about these proteins.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And here's the LTN Health question of the day. According to the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, which is a government survey, they do great work with that survey, believe you me. The average man in the United States consumes about 100 grams of protein per day. Okay. Here's the question. What does the average woman in our country consume? How much protein does she consume every day? 30 grams, 50 grams, or 70 grams? How many grams on average does the woman in the United States consume? 30, 50, or 70 grams a day? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. The average man, whatever that looks like, consumes about 100 grams of protein a day. What does the average woman consume in our country of protein? 30, 50, or 70 grams a day? Right answer, $25 gift card. Tracy, welcome back.
Very good question, Dr. Garko.
Well, you don't think we're asleep around here, do you?
Yeah, it could be. It's very thought-provoking.
Yeah.
All the statistics that you gave throughout the different countries.
It's interesting. I see some high school athletes, man, they're consuming so much protein. I mean, a carload of it. Football players, college athletes, athletes.
You know what the thought is here, and this is what people think all the time. Oh, I don't want to take protein. I don't want to get muscle.
That ain't gonna.
Said,
no danger.
It's only that easy. Right?
No danger.
We would be selling protein out the door if that was the case. But that's the thought is, I said, a muscle fiber will never be a fat cell, and a fat cell will never be a muscle fiber. I said, you can shrink your fat cells, and you can grow your muscle fibers, but it doesn't turn into muscle. And so that's been the comment from many women, that they're actually cautious about taking some of the protein supplements. Because
really, I've never heard that. You're in the trench though. You're dealing with it all the time.
Yeah, they think it's going to give them muscle.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's funny, and it's hard not to laugh. You don't want to insult someone, but they're like, but I don't want to get big and bulky. I don't want to get a lot of muscle.
Wow, nobody's ever said that to me. That's why you're here. I mean, you're dealing with consumers all day. I'm going to make this question a little easier. So men on average consume about 100 grams of protein a day. What do you think women in our country consume according to the NHANES data? 30 grams a day or 70? I'll make it easy for you. 30 or 70? You can guess. 50-50 chance of getting it right. Men consume about 100 grams of protein a day. Women, what do you think? 30 grams or 70 grams a day? 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. Well, how many grams a day do you think you consume?
I average right around 50.
Okay. Now, these protein products from Biotech and IronTech, the Biochem proteins, boy, those products are fabulous. I've used more of those. I mean, I've consumed a lot of that protein product. They're terrific.
Thank you. Yeah, I believe so too. They've been very successful for us. We are number one in the whey category. We have a lot of different varieties there, especially in our sugar-free arena with coconut, and matcha just coming out new to the game in the last, 6 to 8 months. And so there's been a lot of play there. IronTech is a little different. It's been around since, the late 80s, early 90s when, bodybuilding was at its heyday. And so we really just launched new packaging, really cleaned up the line, just like we did with Biochem. Soy-free, non-GMO, all the great things that people are looking for in a protein.
Good.
Grass-fed, the big buzzword you and I talked about at one of the shows just a couple years ago. Everybody's looking for these, and this is definitely something that you could use every day or use, post-workout. And so it's part of a 3-part fitness system. I know we're not going to talk about that, but, your typical addition into our already extensive line, being able to have an option here with a blended protein. And that's the difference between Biochem and IronTech.
And
it's a blended protein.
And these lines, Biochem and IronTech, IronTech is not just for athletes. It's for everybody.
Indeed.
Everybody. Who's on 3? Stephen, is it? Oh, do you know who? Is that a winner or no? You don't. Okay. Let's go to Tampa. Dolores, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. Hi, Dolores. Hola. Gone in the vapor. So yeah, I haven't. So these new they're reformulated Iron Tech protein products. Yes. I've lost everybody.
The line and cleaned it up in terms of what the other ingredients were in the product.
Mm-hmm.
Totally refaced and repackaged to have a beautiful, appealing package, very Americana, and the artwork coming from old World War II actual ads, which I thought was really cool.
Wow.
So yeah, really interesting. We got to see the actual real ads that they came from, and so just a throwback to simplicity. It's all about being simple. And, it's just that simple is, kind of what it's all about is saying, it doesn't need to be technical. It's that simple. Just take a few things before and after, make sure we're supplying your workout with what we need, giving that recovery when you're done. And, protein's a big thing for those individuals who are trying to take it on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Let's go to Bluebell. Where's that? Where's Bluebell? I don't know. Janice, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Where's Bluebell? Where is that?
Outside of Philadelphia.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a hint to the answer. It's more than you think, okay? It's more than you think, Janice. How many? Well, how much do they consume a day? 30 or 50?
50.
50. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. We're short on time. I don't mean to rush away from you, but thank you for listening to the show. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. I'll catch you the next time, okay?
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Dr. Garko.
Have a wonderful week, a wonderful, whatever you're doing. I know you do it well. Your health is your wealth. Iron Tech.